All right, what's going on, everybody? So Cameron here. This is my 2001 or Suzuki RM250. Love the bike right now. Jug is off. Currently got the head sent up to Millennium Technologies to get that re-sleeved, rebuilt, whole nine. When I got the bike, it was kind of a mess. So I've been going through fixing stuff here and there, but I kept running this issue up top here on the triples. So these are the stock triples here. And the issue I had is, well, one, 2001 with these triples, they only can fit a standard bar, or 7/8 bar. So in order to run the 1/8 bars, like I like to run on all my dirt bikes, you got to get handlebar risers, which it came with. But then you have these risers that adds another, I don't even know, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch onto it. So you got to run the risers, then you run the bars, and it just looks dumb. So I'll put some pictures, I'll clip some in somewhere in here of what it used to look like before with the risers in. I kind of felt like it was affecting my riding position. And then also with the 2001, their offset for the triples, I think it was a 24 millimeter offset. So it, you raked out a little bit more, affects the numbers. The bike used to turn good before, but when they went to 2004, I believe they went to a 22 mil offset. So what I tried to do, I think it was 2004 to 2008, they had the 20, I think it's 24 mil. So I went and bought a 2007 top triple, experimenting, looked on the forums to see if it would fit. Everyone kind of said it might, but I can confirm 2007 top triple will not fit a 2001 triple clamp. The offset is too much that in here up top, it'll hit the threads will hit the back of it. So it didn't work. So had that as a spare, kept thinking of what to do, tried to look for 2004 plus top triple set on eBay, and they just kept going. Every time I would see one, they either wanted too much or more than I was willing to spend, or that it just wasn't there, or they were in terrible shape. So my next thing was going to go to aftermarket triples, which are around 600, 700. I was going to get, I think the Ride Engineering, I was going to get some of those, and just couldn't bring myself to do it. So I started looking more on their website and looking at the fitment. Turns out the triples for a 2001 through a 2008 were the same as a 2007 to 2009 RM 250 and I think a 05 to 09 or 08, 05 to 08 maybe, RM 450. So I got this idea, well, I'm gonna give it a shot and see if I can find some triple clamps for RM 250. And that's what I found. So found a set of triple clamps for RM 250. I think it was $60, new bearings, just to see if they fit. Took everything off, slided them in. They fit perfect. I believe these have a 22 mil offset, just like the 04 to 08 RM 250s. I don't know if I'm wrong, someone can tell me, but I think that's what it is. And it allows me to put a 1/8 inch handlebar clamps without running a riser. So I'm hoping that helps me get a lot better with my riding position, not feel like I'm riding a Harley, feeling like I'm down a little bit more. The only issue we ran into here, as we can see, is our steering stops. So the original 2001 for the RM, it has your steering stop up here, up front, as you can see on these triples here. So the bottom clamp, you have your steering stops right there. For the RMZ, and I want to say for the 04 to 08 RM, the steering stops are here. So, now we kind of go a little bit far. I think what I'm going to do is, since these are steel frame, to go ahead and weld a block right where it hits, somewhere in there. And then that'll kind of give me more of a steering stop like here, okay? But for the most part, everything else fits. Same bearings for the on the triples themselves. Tube and everything fits. There's a different nut for these. Like I said, everything fits perfect. And it fits the 2001 KYB forks. I think these are a 46 mil. I believe in 2003, I believe in 2003 they went to a 47 mil fork. So I went in and put these, I put the 46s in here to see how they worked. They work great. I know people swap in between the KYBs and the Showas. I like the KYBs on here. They were easy to rebuild, and I didn't feel a need to go to the Showas for any reason. So they fit. So if anybody, especially with a 2001 and a 2002, I believe, has the same issue with the 7/8 bar clamp and you don't want to run risers, you can't find the RM250 04 to 08 triples, you can go ahead and go to Ride Engineering site and they'll cross-reference it for you. Sorry. But I believe it's a 07 to 09 RMZ 250 and I think a 05 to 08 RMZ 450. And the triples fit perfect. So, like I said, we just got to do the steering stops and that's it. And then that'll be one more thing done on the build. I think it's going to ride a lot better with the offset that this has. Ride Engineering's is a 22.5. So that gets us a little bit closer to that. And it's hard to beat the turning of a Suzuki. So we're going to run these and see how they do. I doubt I'll go back to it just because of the bar mounts here. So if anything, I'd go to the Ride Engineering next. But yeah, that's it. So I'll keep you guys updated on more stuff we got going with the bike. And then eventually do a build video of what we got. So thanks.